Devoured by his own hunting hounds, Actaeon was once the most skilled and famous hunter in all of Greece. A man of divine heritage, with talents so unmatched that people said his skill honored Artemis herself, the goddess of the hunt. So how did this same goddess condemn him to one of the most brutal fates in Greek mythology? Actaeon was raised and trained by the wise centaur Chiron. From a young age, his skill in archery and tracking was clearly beyond anything a mortal could achieve. After all, he was the grandson of Apollo, the god of archery. With such gifts, Actaeon grew into the greatest hunter in all of ancient Greece. But no hunter is complete without loyal hounds, and Actaeon was no exception. Some say he had nearly 50, many of them gifted to him in honor of his great hunts. Each one trained to perfection, and none had ever failed him. One day, while on one of his hunts, Actaeon wandered through the forest, tired and thirsty. He followed the sound of rushing water to a nearby spring, hoping only to rest and quench his thirst. But as he stepped closer, he froze. Before him stood the goddess Artemis, bathing with her nymphs, a sight no mortal was ever meant to witness. It was known that no man had ever laid eyes on Artemis's sacred beauty, and Actaeon had now become the first. For a moment, he stood there, overwhelmed by the purity of the goddess, until one of Artemis's nymphs spotted him. She immediately rushed to cover the naked goddess from Actaeon's eyes, but it was too late. He had already seen enough. Artemis, now aware of his presence, was consumed with fury. Actaeon managed to flee, but not before the goddess unleashed her curse upon him. As he sprinted away, Actaeon noticed something strange. He was running much faster than before. He thought nothing of it at first, until he saw fur spreading across his arms. His hands twisted into hooves, and a pair of antlers began to push their way out from his skull. Actaeon was now fully transformed into a deer. Unable to speak, unable to explain what he had seen, trapped in a silent body that wasn't his own. Panicked, he ran toward his camp, desperate for help. But instead, he crossed paths with his own hounds. They didn't recognize their master. To them, he was nothing but vulnerable prey, and they gave chase. Actaeon ran with everything he had, but he could not outrun the very hounds he had trained so well. They caught him and tore him apart, never realizing they were killing the man who raised them. After Chiron learned what had happened, by observing the scene and following the clues, he crafted a statue of Actaeon to forever honor his legacy and to ease the sorrow of the hounds, still searching for their lost master.
Enjoyed the story? Leave a like and subscribe for more Legends Reborn. Your support helps me bring ancient myths back to life.